Imagine standing on the banks of a prehistoric river 95 million years ago in what is now North Africa. The water ripples. A shadow moves beneath the surface. Suddenly, a massive predator rises, its crocodile-like jaws snapping shut around a thrashing fish longer than a human. This is no crocodile. Towering above the reeds is a dinosaur, unlike any other Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, the sailback giant that defied every rule of dinosaur design. From the moment its fossils were discovered, Spinosaurus has fascinated and frustrated paleontologists. Was it truly the longest predatory dinosaur ever to walk the Earth longer even than Tyrannosaurus rex? Why did it grow that enormous sail along its back? And, most controversially, did it spend much of its life in the water? A swimming dinosaur in a world where almost every other theropod stalked the land for over a century. Scientists, artists, and the public have argued over what this bizarre predator looked like, how it lived, and where it belonged in the story of dinosaurs. In this episode, we dive deep into the mysteries of Spinosaurus, from lost fossils destroyed in war, to brand new discoveries that reshaped our view of dinosaur evolution, to the fiery debate still raging in paleontology today. The story begins in the early 20th century with a German paleontologist named Ernst Stromer. In 1912, Stromer led expeditions into the deserts of Egypt, part of the vast Sahara. His team unearthed strange and gigantic bones vertebrae with tall spines, teeth shaped like cones, and fragments of a massive skull. Stromer described the animal in 1915, naming it Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, the spine lizard of Egypt. Stromer recognized immediately that this was no ordinary theropod. Its teeth were unlike those of meat-ripping predators like Allosaurus. Instead, they resembled the teeth of fish eaters, and those elongated vertebrae, stretching up into a sail taller than a man, were unlike anything seen before. Stromer proposed Spinosaurus lived along rivers and fed on aquatic prey, but the evidence was incomplete. Then tragedy struck. During World War II, Allied bombing raids on Munich destroyed the museum housing Stromer's fossils. The only known skeleton of Spinosaurus vanished in an instant, reduced to rubble and ash. For decades afterward, Spinosaurus became a ghost dinosaur. Paleontologists had Stromer's notes and a handful of drawings, but no physical specimens. Artists filled the gaps with imagination, often reconstructing it as a scaled-up T-Rex with a sail. This loss turned Spinosaurus into one of paleontology's greatest mysteries. For most of the 20th century, it lived more in speculation than in science. Only fragments, isolated teeth, and bones surfaced from North Africa, never enough to rebuild the creature. And so, Stromer's bizarre predator remained a phantom of prehistory. Among the most puzzling features of Spinosaurus is its sail, elongated neural spines rising more than 6 feet above the backbone. What was this giant structure for? Early theories suggested the sail acted like a solar panel. By absorbing or releasing heat, it might have helped Spinosaurus regulate its body temperature, warming up quickly in the morning desert sun, or cooling off in the river breeze. Others believe the sail was a display structure, like the colorful frills of a lizard or the antlers of a stag, used to attract mates or intimidate rivals. Some paleontologists even proposed it stored fat, functioning more like the hump of a camel, but modern evidence complicates those ideas. The spines were tall but very thin, unlikely to support large muscles or fat deposits. In 2014, new fossil discoveries hinted at another possibility. The sail could have helped Spinosaurus maneuver in water. Like the dorsal fin of a fish, it might have stabilized the dinosaur as it swam through rivers. This aquatic hypothesis remains hotly debated, but it highlights just how strange Spinosaurus really was. No other large predatory dinosaur evolved such a structure. Whatever its function, the sail gave Spinosaurus a silhouette unlike any creature before or since a prehistoric banner that signaled its presence from afar. And it is this image of a dinosaur with a sail towering above the reeds that still grips our imagination today. To understand Spinosaurus, we must imagine its world, the lush river systems of the mid-Cretaceous Sahara, a region far wetter than today's desert. Fossils show this environment teemed with massive fish, crocodile-like reptiles, and other dinosaurs. It was a dangerous, competitive ecosystem. Spinosaurus was perfectly adapted for this watery world. Its skull was long and narrow, lined with conical teeth, ideal for gripping slippery prey. Unlike the blade-like teeth of a T. rex, these were not designed for crushing bone, but for spearing fish. The nostrils sat high on the snout, suggesting it could breathe while partially submerged, like a crocodile. Its bones were unusually dense, heavier than those of most theropods, helping it to sink rather than float. This is a trait shared with semi-aquatic animals, like hippos and penguins. Its claws were massive, perhaps used to hook fish or haul itself from the water. Picture Spinosaurus stalking a shallow channel, its body half submerged, the sail gliding like a shadow beneath the surface. When a giant sawfish passed, it lunged, jaws snapping, water exploding around its massive form. This was a dinosaur designed not for open plains, but for rivers, swamps, and lagoons, a predator straddling the line between land and water. What did Spinosaurus eat? The fossil record provides tantalizing clues. Spinosaurus teeth have been found embedded in the fossils of giant fish, such as Onchopristis, a sawfish that could reach lengths of 8 meters. These teeth show wear patterns consistent with gripping and tearing slippery prey. But Spinosaurus was not limited to fish. Its size, up to 15 meters long, meant it required enormous amounts of food. It likely preyed on turtles, crocodile-like reptiles, and perhaps even the smaller dinosaurs that ventured too close to the riverbank. Some paleontologists argue it could scavenge as well, stealing carcasses from other predators, like modern crocodiles. It may have been an opportunist, taking advantage of whatever food source was available. The diversity of prey explains Spinosaurus's mixed features, teeth built for gripping, jaws capable of delivering powerful snaps, and limbs that allowed it to move between aquatic and terrestrial hunting grounds. Unlike T. rex, which specialized in land-based megafauna, Spinosaurus was a versatile river monster, thriving in an environment overflowing with aquatic giants. Its very nickname, the King of Fish Eaters, captures this duality. While many theropods fought over land prey, Spinosaurus claimed an entire ecosystem of rivers, lakes, and deltas for itself. Few debates in paleontology have been as fierce as the question of how Spinosaurus moved. For decades, reconstruction showed it as a rex-like biped with a sail on its back, stalking the land. But discoveries in the 21st century overturned that vision. In 2014, a partial skeleton from Morocco revealed proportions unlike any known theropod: short hind legs, dense bones, and a long, crocodile-like body. This suggested Spinosaurus was poorly adapted for running, but well-suited to swimming. Scientists proposed it spent much of its time in the water, paddling with its limbs. Then in 2020, another breakthrough fossils showed a wide, paddle-like tail, capable of side-to-side propulsion. This reinforced the idea that Spinosaurus was the first truly semi-aquatic dinosaur. Yet, not everyone agrees. Critics argue the evidence is incomplete and reconstructed fossils may exaggerate certain features. Could Spinosaurus have been more of a wader, like a heron or stork, rather than an active swimmer? The debate continues today. with new studies emerging every year. For audiences, this scientific tug-of-war is part of the fascination. Spinosaurus is not just a dinosaur, it is a living mystery, reshaped with every discovery. Whenever Spinosaurus is mentioned, comparisons with T. rex are inevitable. Which was larger, which was deadlier? In terms of length, Spinosaurus appears to win. Some estimates place it at 15 to 16 meters, longer than the largest known T. rex, but in weight and raw power, T. rex still dominates, with a more massive skull and the strongest bite force of any land animal. Their hunting styles were worlds apart. T. rex was a land predator, chasing and crushing prey with bone-splintering jaws. Spinosaurus specialized in rivers, using stealth and ambush to catch fish. They lived on different continents and never actually met, but popular culture loves to imagine a clash. The famous fight scene in Jurassic Park 3, where Spinosaurus kills a T. rex, cemented the rivalry in the public imagination. Fans still debate the outcome, with some calling it unrealistic, others celebrating Spinosaurus as the ultimate predator. In truth, both were kings of their own domains, T. rex ruling the land in North America, Spinosaurus dominating the waters of Africa. Rather than rivals, they represent two different answers to the challenge of survival. Spinosaurus might have remained a paleontological footnote, if not for Hollywood. In 2001, Jurassic Park 3 introduced it as the new star predator, replacing T. rex as the franchise's ultimate dinosaur. The film's controversial scene, where Spinosaurus kills a T. rex, sparked outrage among fans, but also catapulted Spinosaurus into global fame. Since then, it has appeared in documentaries, video games, toys, and countless artworks. Each depiction reflects the science of its time. Early versions showed it as a Rex look-alike with a sail. Later reconstructions gave it a crocodile-like snout and short legs. Today, some media portray it swimming with a massive paddle tail. For audiences over 40, these shifting images mirror decades of scientific change. Many remember Stromer's lost fossils, the mysterious drawings, and the shock of seeing Spinosaurus take on T. rex on the big screen. In this way, Spinosaurus is more than a dinosaur. It is a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of how science and storytelling intertwine. Every new discovery reshapes not just textbooks, but movies, games, and childhood memories. The 21st century brought Spinosaurus back from ghost to reality. Discoveries in Morocco uncovered partial skeletons that transformed its image. In 2014, Paul Sereno and Nizar Ibrahim published a groundbreaking reconstruction showing short hind legs and aquatic adaptations. In 2020, Ibrahim's team revealed the paddle-like tail, yet controversy remains. Some paleontologists argue the fossils were from multiple individuals pieced together incorrectly. Chomsa. Others question whether Spinosaurus could truly swim, noting its body might have been too bulky. The debate plays out in scientific journals and at conferences, sometimes heated, always fascinating. What makes Spinosaurus unique is that it forces paleontologists to rethink the boundaries of dinosaur biology. Could a giant predator really live like a crocodile? Did evolution experiment with semi-aquatic dinosaurs only once? Or were there others waiting to be discovered? Every new fossil adds a piece to the puzzle, but the full picture remains elusive. For now, Spinosaurus is a work in progress, a reminder that science is not fixed, but constantly evolving. Spinosaurus stands apart from every other predatory dinosaur, with its towering sail, crocodile-like jaws, dense bones, and aquatic adaptations. It broke the mold of what a theropod could be. From Stromer's tragic lost fossils to Morocco's rediscoveries, its story is one of mystery, destruction, and rediscovery. Even today, debates rage over how it walked, swam, and hunted? Was it a true swimmer or a waiting ambush predator? Did its sail stabilize it in water or signal dominance to rivals? The answers remain tantalizingly out of reach. But perhaps that is why Spinosaurus captures our imagination more than most. It is not just a fossilized relic, it is an ongoing story, a scientific detective case unfolding before our eyes. As we close, imagine again that ancient river. The surface shimmers, a massive shape glides beneath. The sail breaks the water, rising like the fin of a monstrous fish. And then, with a violent surge, the king of fish eaters strikes, reminding us that in the age of dinosaurs, even the rivers were ruled by giants.